All right, guys, let's do another one of these eBay ended watch list item review episodes. It is February the 19th, 2025. My name is Jeremy Lee, guys. There are a lot of cards that I liked in this round, in this episode. I picked up some, I bid on some, I lost some. I picked up what might end up being my favorite, my best pickup of 2025. I'm going to show that to you right out of the gate, guys. Also, lots of Slab Sharks cards as usual. If you are looking to sell any of your cards on eBay and you'd like the professionals to handle all of the hassle that comes with listing on eBay yourself, reach out to me, Jeremy at slabsharks.com, and I will be your point of contact, your Slab Sharks rep. If you will be in Winnipeg this weekend, February the 22nd at the Dakota Show, I will be there set up, representing myself, Sports Cards Live, as well as Slab Sharks, taking in consignments. Come see me at the Dakota Show in Winnipeg, February 22nd, this coming Saturday. Let's get on with the show, guys, right out of the gate. The card I was just mentioning, this card was listed on eBay for $3,000 US. I made a couple of offers. My first offer, rejected. I made a second offer, got countered. I didn't want to pay that much. So I'll tell you, I offered $1,500 US at first, rejected. I came back, I offered $1,600. Seller, I think, countered me at $2,700 US, if I remember correctly. And I thought, you know what? Too much for me. I'm going to let it go. Well, one thing led to another. I found a way to make it happen, utilizing a third party who was doing another deal with this guy, a friend of mine here locally. And look what we got here, guys. I have it in hand. Wayne Gretzky in the game Ultimate Collection, Ultimate Memorabilia from 2008. The one-of-one emblem with a nice, beautiful Rangers piece. Could not be happier to land that. So that was that one. All right, guys, let's keep on rolling. Quinn Hughes. This is the exquisite RPA from the cup. It comes out of the cup. What an amazing patch on this. $3,605 Canadian. You know, there's 43 of these, but this is probably the nicest altogether. Sold by Slab Sharks. Boy, would I have liked to have purchased this card. I love the player. I love the card. Gorgeous design. Next up, this is the Connor McDavid Team Canada Juniors Rookie Tribute. So basically, this is the design from his rookie year. And a couple years later in 2018, Upper Deck decided, well, wouldn't it be cool to make a tribute RPA with him in his Team Canada jersey with a piece of patch as well? They did that. That's this card. It's a BGS 9. Sells for $2,550 Canadian, about $1,800 USD. Pretty nice card. Not a true rookie, but a really cool card. Maybe went a bit cheap. Now this one, you guys are looking at, you already know why I'm looking at this card. First of all, it's cool. First year cup, honorable numbers, Dominic Hasek, in my opinion, the best goaltender of all time. 39 copies produced. The patches are whatever, you know, at least they're not just black or white. There is a lot of yellow there, but look at that autograph, guys. That autograph is faded. It's almost not even there. I hate when this happens. I would never welcome a card like this into my collection, but people want to sell them, obviously, and some people buy them. This sells for $187.50 on Slab Shark. All right, next up, I'm going to show you two of these base cards. This is interesting. This is the 0506 The Cup Wayne Gretzky base card, 249 copies produced. This copy was sold by a Canadian seller, and it ends up selling for 480 Canadian, 340 USD on 18 bids. Let's see, about 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock on February the 6th. Next one right here, 480 USD by Probstein on February the 10th at about, later at night, much later at night. That's 11 o'clock my time. That's 1 a.m. Eastern right there, 480 US. So Probstein gets 480 US on 16 bids, while Canadian seller Savage Cards only gets 480 Canadian. Not sure what the deal is there, but whoever bought this one, unless there's a condition issue, and I'm not going to go inspect. Centering looks good. Actually, the centering might be a little bit worse on the one that sold for more here by Probstein. Centering looks like it might be a little bit better on this one that sold for less money. So not sure what's going on there, but just a note that cards sell for different prices on different days for various reasons. Next up, 1998 O-Pee-Chee Chrome Blast from the Past Refractor Wayne Gretzky PSA 9. Sells for 2,025 Canadian, 1425 USD on Slab Sharks. I really wanted to buy this card. I want one of these cards in my collection. Now, it's a PSA 9. I went and I looked at all of the other PSA 9s that I could find in Card Ladder to compare the centering, because you can see that this card it's well off centered to the left. Is that a mint condition card? Probably. As we know, PSA has loose centering standards, although they've recently rewritten their centering standards. And so this, I don't know, may or may not fit anymore. Tough to say, but all the other 9s I saw were better centered. And I thought, you know what? I'll just wait for a nicer copy and not grab this one. That said, I may never find another one. This is such a great card. Congrats to whoever got it. And you know what? At the end of the day, it's kind of cool that it's not perfectly centered. Next up, we're going to see a few of these older, like 05 to 09, 10 or so cup RPAs of players who were huge in the year they came out, and those cards have come down in value significantly. Starting with this Matt Duchene cup RPA from 2009 BGS 10. He was with the Colorado Avalanche. Beautiful patch, great auto, card grades out of 10 by BGS pristine, sells for a measly $545 Canadian, $385 USD. This card, when it came out in a BGS 10, probably would have sold for close to maybe $10,000. That's how much cup RPAs out of 99 can fluctuate over the year. So just be careful buying those cards early on. You never know what can happen, but Matt Duchene, still a great player, having a great year with Dallas, but nobody seems to care. Jonathan Toews, look at this ridiculous patch on this card. This card back in the day, easily $8,000 to $10,000, sells now for just under 2,000 Canadian, 1,400 USD. Obviously, he hasn't been playing for a while. There's rumors of a comeback happening soon. I don't know if the BGS 8 helps or hurts it. The autograph gets a 10. Clearly, the autograph has faded since it was given the 10 auto. That's one of the reasons why I think autograph grades are the silliest thing. And if you're going to pay a premium for it, I think that's just silly. But in any event, nice patch. This card was huge back in its day. And this one actually the other way. Mark Scheifele, great patch. This card used to be mine. I don't remember when I sold it exactly. Maybe 2 years ago. I don't remember what I got for it. I'm guessing well under $1,000 Canadian, but he's having a great year. The Jets are having a great year. This BGS 9.5 sells for 1,584 Canadian, 1115 USD on Slab Sharks. That did really well. Nice to see the Winnipeg fans coming out. Okay, guys, this is interesting. My two PC players right here. These are the two guys I collect the most, Teemu Selanne and Dale Hawerchuk, my two favorite players of all time, right there on one card. I have a lot of cards that feature both of them. I have some scripted sticks that feature both of them. This card sells for $455 Canadian, $320 US. You'd think it would fit really well into my collection, wouldn't you? You would. You should think that, but it doesn't. If you know me better, you know that I hate this card. I have no interest in owning this card. Look at those stick pieces. This is the internal part of the stick. Look at how pulpy and fibrous it is. Those autographs just don't look good. I just wish Upper Deck wouldn't use the inner pulp of the stick. If they're going to use the external piece that has paint and design on it, really cool. But this is just bunk, in my opinion. Do not like this card whatsoever. If you ever have one and you think you're going to sell it to me, if it's got these two guys on it, I'm just going to say no, thank you. Oh, I'd pay $50. I'd pay $50 for this card personally. That's about it. Another one of those cards, the Patrick Kane, amazing patch, nice 4-color BGS 8 with, look at that, 2 8s and 2 9s, 9 on centering and surface. Autograph actually looks really good on this one still. It's just, yeah, autograph is beautiful. 2750 Canadian, just under $2,000 USD. Back in the day, we're talking $4,000+ on this, maybe even a lot more. I don't remember exactly, but a really nice copy. And it's nice to see Patrick Kane getting some love still. Here we have a Jonathan Toews, emblems of endorsement. The seller was asking $400 USD OBO. Let's go to our trusty card ladder link here. The card sells for $375. So the seller accepted $375 on a $400 ask. That's a pretty good offer that he got. I would have accepted that too. 1/16 off the ask. Not bad at all. A good offer by the offer. Beautiful card. Look at those two patches. 5 colors all together. I just really, really do like this card. And guys, Card Ladder, I do have an affiliate link in the video description below. If you want to become a member, a pro user of Card Ladder, please use my affiliate link below and get in on all of the data they have available. I use it multiple times a day. I love rubies, guys. I love rubies. Rookies out of 50. To me, they are the most overlooked, undervalued, gorgeous rookie cards for players where they were made, in years they were made. I've got several in my PC. Jonathan Huberdeau, he plays for my Flames. I don't collect Flames, even though they're my team. And especially when they're, he's on Florida here. So I didn't buy this card, but I was just watching out of curiosity. So it's for $51 on ComC. That's a pretty good deal for a PSA 10 rookie card when his Young Gun PSA 10 that's numbered, what they print 50,000 of those, is probably more than $51 USD. Pinnacle Sports Cards 2021 has been listing some amazing Gretzky cards on eBay for the last few weeks. That's who my card came from. They did some buy it nows. They're doing some auctions. This one went to auction, and this pretty cool card, 2007 O-Pee-Chee Premier, numbered out of 5, with game used patches of Lemieux, Crosby, Messier, and Gretzky, with all decent patches. I mean, maybe the Crosby's the weak one. If it had yellow, it would be better. Sells for $987 USD. I was actually surprised it went that high, but congratulations. This guy has done well on all of his sales. Look at this. Well, this one could have gone for more. 0607 SP game used 7 patches. There's only 2 of these produced. Sells for $995 USD. You've got Lemieux, Gretzky, Yager, Iginla, and on the back, Forsberg, Martin St. Louis, and Joe Thornton. Now, this card, again, is out of 2. This was the very first year that Upper Deck made cards with like 2-sided patches and that kind of thing, outside of Shields, I suppose. Even maybe Shields came later in the cup. But in any event, great card. $995 on this one, though. Dual auto from 2016 Upper Deck Black, Mario Lemieux, Wayne Gretzky, numbered out of 5, gets $1,425 US from Pinnacle. Really nice looking card. Both Team Canada. Images of the players, and the autographs are both spectacular. Great autos on that card. 14.25 USD. Probstein sold this very first year Upper Deck jersey card of Brett Hull. 640 USD. It's raw. These don't grade well. These are very fragile. I don't know what this would grade. Don't really care. It's still an amazing card, but it's got 3 colors. The more colors, the better. I have this card in this showcase right over here, and I think mine is a 1 color only. I could have upgraded, but I'm not upgrading these. I'm happy with 1 colors, actually. Cool card right there. Quad auto. On card, Gretzky, Glenn Anderson, Paul Coffey, and Bill Ranford. So not the best Oilers you want on 1 card. All pictured in their Team Canada uniforms. On this one, it's from the Team Canada Master Collection, 5 copies produced. Pinnacle ends up getting $1,300 US for it. Now, I would think if you took off Glenn Anderson and Bill Ranford and just had Gretzky and Paul Coffey, it would probably go for around the same amount. Now, we have a bunch of 2011, the Cup patch parallels out of 10. I collect these, and this was the year that got me started. The 2011s were the ones that got me started, and then I kept on going forward with them, and I went backwards, and I went, I've been collecting these pretty heavy. I've got over 400 of them in my collection. I already had the Dominic Hasek, and did I bid on this? I might have. No, I didn't even bid on this copy. It got too high for me. It would have been a nice upgrade, but mine is still nice too, so I'm okay with it. But this one sells for $205 USD on channel partner MC Sports Cards, guys. And next Monday is the MC Sports Cards Showcase auction. Myself and Michael Hathaway, the Crystal Ball, will be covering the end of that auction live here on the channel. That is Monday coming up. All right, I did not win this one. This one I really wanted, guys. I don't have the Mike Modano. It's a great patch with the A in it. I wanted this card. I'm pretty sure I bid on it. Does it say you didn't win this auction? That implies I did bid on it. I forget what my high bid was. 260 US is close to 400 Canadian. And it was too much for me. Although you'll see on an upcoming one, I paid even more for, and I know I way overpaid, but I wanted that one a bit more than this one. I'll wait for another copy. Hopefully I will find one. Mark Messier. I won this card. This is mine, guys. I got this one for 51 US. I think I got a great deal on it. I'm happy to add it to the collection. I didn't have the card yet. Same with this. Now look at what I paid for this. 2.25 USD for the Raymond Bourque. Great patch, great card. Bourque in Boston. Happy I got the card. I paid more than I wanted to, for sure. I'm not saying I overpaid, because hey, someone was willing to pay about $222, right? I paid for this card, and I'm glad I have it, but sometimes you overpay, and that's just the way it goes. If and when I end up selling this card, will I lose money? Hopefully not, but probably. We'll have to see where the hobby is when I do sell off some of these cards in 20 or 25 years. And then finally, oh no, not finally, Tony Esposito. I had a copy of this. I have a copy of this card already. I did not buy this one. Did I bid on it? I might have bid. Yeah, I did bid on it. It was a potential upgrade, but it went for more than I was willing to pay. I don't usually upgrade these, and my copy is actually pretty nice too, but this would have been an upgrade. I didn't win it. Someone showed it on Instagram just yesterday or this morning even, and congratulations to them. Beautiful card. Then there's this one, guys. I bought this for $305 USD. I mean, I would have, I just think I way overpaid. Like, I think I would have been, I think the right price for this, which whatever that means, because there were bidders up to 305, right? I wasn't going to let this one go. I wanted it. I love the patch, but I think in another situation, maybe at a card show or something, I probably could have got this for like 150 Canadian. Instead, I'm spending over $400 on it. Canadian dollars. So yeah, I definitely I feel like I overpaid, but whatever. I mean, look. Okay, so over 200 US. There was me and two other bidders right there. I paid for it, and the money, it's been paid. So I'm glad I have it. But yeah, I definitely overpaid. But do you guys ever overpay? Let me know. Let me know in the comments below if you've overpaid for a card, basically by 3 times. And I'm not kicking myself. I'm okay with it, but I wish I could have got it for a third of the price. All right. Joe Sakic, did I bid on this one? I did bid on this. I didn't win it. I have a copy that's pretty nice as well. It would have been an upgrade, but I'm not willing to pay a lot to upgrade on these. So I didn't win that one. And then we have 2 cards here so these are the same cards. This is the Jonathan Huberdeau. This is from 2022, so 11 years after those ones. And this is the Artemi Panarin from 2021. And these are on my watch list. They've been ended. The item's no longer available. I have no idea what happened. But I was watching these and I was just like, this is legit Huberdeau Calgary Flames out of 8. This card in my estimation is worth about $80 Canadian, maybe 100 max. Seller was asking 500 Canadian. I don't know why. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know how they came up with that price, but just not what I think it's worth. And I mean, I feel like I know. I've got over 400 of these cards. I watch them like a hawk all the time. That was just overpriced, as was the Panarin at 700 Canadian. It's about a $150 card. That's what I think it's worth, like, generally. But some people, and this is the Hobby Spot Leduc. He's got a card shop just north of me in Alberta here, and some stores who overprice cards on eBay have customers that will pay. So maybe someone walked in and bought these, and he got 400 each or something for them. Who knows? But as for the asking price, just way too much in my opinion. Steve Yzerman. Upper Deck Premium Patch from 2005. Nice looking card sold by Probstein. Gets 132. There are some nice copies of this card out there. This isn't my favorite copy of it, but still a nice card. I do love Ultimate Collection Premium Patches. This was the Cole Caulfield Limited Logos from the Cup 2021. I believe this was my client's card actually as well. We sold it on Slab Sharks for him for $715. Nice looking card, good autograph, great patch, $715 on Slab Sharks. And I'll just remind you guys again, if you want to sell cards on Slab Sharks are the pros. I can be your rep. Reach out to me directly. And if you reach out and you join Slab Sharks through me with my code, you will become my client, my point of contact, and I will help promote your cards a little bit here and there. On Instagram, I do live shows. We'll cover them there as well. So hit me up if you want to sell your cards with Slab Sharks. This was my client's card as well. This is a funny story on this card. Pavel Bure Panini Prime patch goes for 812 Canadian. I've owned this card at least once, maybe twice in the past, actually. I've known a lot of people have owned it. This card has moved around a few times. And finally, hopefully it rests with the final owner here. But I don't know. I think they got a great deal at 812 Canadian. Such a cool card right there for Pavel Bure. I bought this card, oh gosh, probably 6, 7, 8 years ago. I think, like I said, I bought it. Oh yeah, I bought it 6, 7, 8 years ago. I sold it to a collector locally. Then I bought out that collector's whole collection when he got out of the hobby. I sold it again. And then it's moved around, and here it is on Slab Sharks. And I got to my client listed it through me, which was kind of cool. Same client sold this Ed Belfour, Emblems of Endorsements. Really nice card. A funny story on this one, guys. Yesterday, I went to Boston Pizza. I met another one of my clients for lunch there. He gave me a huge submission, really cool submission. A lot of Dallas Star stuff, a lot of Jamie Benn, but a lot of other stuff as well. Anyway, as I'm showing him some of the cards that have been selling on Slab Sharks with my clients, he's like, that used to be my card. This one here was like, that was my card. I forget who I sold it to, but just kind of funny how these cards do move around from collector to collector over time. We sell this on Slab Sharks for $570 Canadian. Slab Sharks also sold a couple of Atomic Refractors from 1998 Bowman's Best. They sold the Patrick Waugh PSA 8 for $1579 Canadian and the Martin Brodeur PSA 9 for $945 Canadian. This is interesting because, Brodeur is the winningest goalie of all time. Patrick Waugh generally accepted to be a better goaltender. Brodeur had great defense in front of him basically his whole career. He had a lot of help maybe that Patrick Waugh didn't throughout his career. Interesting to see the PSA 8 Waugh sells for, it's lower grade and it sells for, about 50%, over 50% more than the Brodeur did. Great cards. My favorite card of the 90s are these atomic refractors from 98 Bowman's Best. One of my favorite cards of the week was, and this was another client of mine who sold this, was this Jack Hughes Tag 10 gold seismic O-Pg Platinum rookie card. What's really cool about this one though, guys, is look at the 1,000-point score. It came in at a 989. That is 1/1000th away from being a pristine, according to Tag. Pristine being kind of on par with a Beckett Black Label for those of you who don't follow what's going on. But this sells for $1,805 Canadian on Slab Sharks. My client's card. What a great piece. I just love it. Jack Hughes. I'm a fan of Jack and Quinn Hughes. The Hughes brothers are awesome. Boy, I would have loved to have bought this one. Great card. Sidney Crosby, exquisite endorsement relics auto patch out of 10. Beautiful patch, beautiful auto. The design throws me off a little bit with the way that the borders on the sides. I'm not a huge fan of that, but so I don't know. Maybe I don't like the card as much as I thought. $911 US nonetheless for a Crosby patch auto from 2021 out of 10. This was a big sale, guys. Big sale here. 2018 SB Authentic Gretzky and Connor McDavid dual sign of the times auto. 25 copies produced. The card is graded a 10 by PSA, and the autographs also got a 10. Great looking Gretzky auto. Great looking McDavid auto. 15,825 Canadian, 11,150 USD. A big sale. Congrats to the seller on that one. And then we have a 2-color 96 Upper Deck game jersey, Pavel Bure in a PSA 7. Sells for $1,414 Canadian, $996 US, basically $1,000. I also have a copy of this card. It's in there. I have a 2-color copy, but mine is black and red. This is red and yellow. Probably the red and yellow is nicer here. I just love these cards. I have the whole setup there, minus the John Van Beesbrook, which someone made me an offer I couldn't refuse last year. Connor McDavid, PMG green from 2020. Precious metal from Metal Universe. Sells for $32.27 Canadian, $22.75 USD. Not my favorite design for PMGs, but still a really cool card. It's not his first PMG green. He had a couple before that. His rookie year 2015, he had one in 2016. So maybe it's his third. I'm going to guess it's his third PMG and green. Pretty cool. Just watched it to see what it was going to sell. Slab Sharks, of course, sells the best cards, and we sold this one. Slab Sharks also had, from the same year, the Leon Draisaitl gold 1 of 1. And this card, people didn't appreciate this one for some reason. Sells for $2,200 Canadian, $1,550 USD. This is Draisaitl's first gold PMG 101. Maybe the hockey hobby just doesn't care about golds. Maybe they like the greens better, the golds. Maybe they just don't want them. I'm not sure. When I was watching this, it was like $500 or something. I thought, hey, maybe I'll try and sneak in and get it cheap. But ends up selling for what it did, and I did not place a bid. Really cool Henrik Lundqvist 0506, the cup patch right here, RPA, numbered out of 199, does 1,213 USD on MC Sports Cards. Great auto and great patch. Love the card. Dual honorable numbers. I love dual honorable numbers, guys. Ray Bourque and Adam Oates, numbered out of 7, and sells for $632 Canadian, $445 US. I wanted to buy this card, but then I'm like, you know what? If Bourque was on Boston and Adam Oates was on, say, St. Louis or even Boston, I would have wanted it more. But Upper Deck puts Bourque in Colorado, Adam Oates in Edmonton, which makes why would you put him in Edmonton? That's just like he barely played there. So I passed on the card, but I like it. I still like it, but not for me. This one didn't sell. It was no longer available. It came off of ComC consignment. Maybe someone bought it on the ComC site itself, but it's a Crosby OPG Platinum Golden Treasures Retro PSA 9 1 of 1 2021. Love the card. And don't know what it sold for, but I was watching it and we'll share it here. Patrick Waugh, property of PSA 8. Now, you guys know I hate faded autographs on cards. Absolutely hate them. Now, this is not a faded auto, but it is a faded name on a stick. This, if you look close, it says PROY for Patrick Waugh. Beautiful card. I don't really have anything against this card. I still would have liked to have owned it, but I didn't buy it, and it ended anyway. Yeah, no longer available. Seller must have sold it privately or something, got an offer on Instagram, who knows. I like the card, and I just want to share it with you guys. Gretzky Stanley Cup signatures from the cup, sells for $460 US. That's low, but this card has a crease right there. It has a crease right over here. Looks to have some potential surface issues on the A and the S and the P, unless that's a lighting thing. I don't know what's going on there, but plus these creases, which are common on these. I've seen several cards from this set with these creases, because what this is basically a sticker that has the foil design on it laid on top of a black cardstock, and it just wasn't laid down properly by Upper Deck. These are cool, guys. Razor's Edge from the Cup. We don't see these. I think they only made them for the 1 year in 2017. It was a limited checklist. I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 players, 10 cards each. This is a chunk of metal from a skate right there. That's what that is. Razor's Edge. And really cool Ovechkin card here. Sells for $642 USD, numbered 10 of 10. We just don't see them. Have you ever seen these cards before? Probably not. So it's kind of neat. There are some of these really obscure inserts in various years of Upper Decks of the Cup. I love the Islander colors. I love these auto patches. I'm a Pat LaFontaine fan. I always was back in the 80s. And DC Sports Cards sells this one for $152.50 USD. I didn't pull the trigger on it, but it's a beauty. Maybe one day I'll grab a copy. This one upset me because I wanted this card. I need this for my 06-07 set. And I came in, I put in what I thought was it wasn't a mega bid, but it was a lot more. I think the card was sitting at $60. And I came in and I bid, I think, $188.88 with the second left, and was instantly outbid. Someone had a higher proxy in Canadian dollars. And, I was kind of chuckling to myself in a way, and I wasn't really feeling bad, but I was like, the buyer might have been watching, like the guy who ended up buying this card. If he was watching the auction end, he's like 2 seconds left. He's like, oh, I just snagged this for $60. And then with like a last minute, he had to pay $191 because I came in at 188. I didn't have time. And I probably would have made another bid if I had more time, but hey, you can't win them all. There's always more cards to buy. Shaquille O'Neal. Gold refractor from Topps Finest, 1999 BGS 9.5, gets $1,025. I have a small Shaq collection, but he's, him and Jordan are my basketball guys. Kind of makes sense, right? And I was just watching this. I probably wasn't going to bid on it unless I felt it was way too cheap, but I just love these cards. I love the Finest with this die cut border around the edge. I think they're just gorgeous. The gold is so shiny on those. We had a couple of these ticket auto booklets, which are pretty cool. Now, I don't collect booklets. I collect cards. I don't get one of my little things. I'm tongue in cheek when I say that booklets aren't cards. They're booklets, and cards aren't booklets. They're cards. I know I'm being silly, but in any event, I'll watch them. I just won't add them to my collection. As much as I like them, I don't want booklets or oversized cards in my collection. That's just one of my weird things I do and I collect. But this McDavid sells for $3,550 Canadian. It's out of 6, $2,500 US. Then there was this Gretzky here, numbered out of 10, that sells for $1,734 Canadian, $1,220 USD. These are cool cards. Like, they are nice. I do like them. I just called them cards. They are cool cards / booklets. I do like them, but I would never buy them for myself. This came up as one of those like suggestions, and I'm like, $100,000 for a Draisaitl property from 2017, I think it is. Yeah, 2017. I mean, I'm like, this must be his rookie year for some seller to ask $100,000. This card is probably worth a maximum of what, $3,000-4,000. This guy's asking $100,000. Colossal Cards and Comics. What? Why? If anyone knows the seller, or you are the seller and you want to let me know in the comments below why you are trying to gouge somebody for 30 times what this card should be worth. Why are you doing that? This is a stupid, absolutely stupid buy it now price, unless you're just using eBay to, list your cards or flex, or I don't know why, but that's just stupid. Wayne Gretzky, NHL Glory, autograph out of 10. Beautiful auto. Actually, it gets a little bit bubbly there up above the white area, but Pinnacle still gets $2,726 US. No big deal on the auto. It's still the blue is beautiful. Only 10 copies. Oilers uniform is going to help it. $2,726 USD on that one. Second year honorable numbers, Wayne Gretzky out of 99 with nice patches. Beautiful auto too. Look how nice. Like, Pinnacle preserves his cards, guys. $4,226 USD on this card. I remember not buying one of these at the expo for 600 Canadian, thinking it was too much 10 plus years ago. Dual auto from Upper Deck. It's a game jersey dual with Gretzky and Gordie Howe. Sticker autos that are not nice at all. Numbered out of 10 only, gets $1,203 USD from Pinnacle here. It's a cool card, I think, but those sticker labels are just atrocious. And then we have this card here. This is 0506 SP Game Used, dual patch, dual auto Gretzky and Gordie Howe. Sells for $2,380 USD, 39 bids, sticker autos. I used to have a copy of this card, and the Gordie Howe piece was way nicer. It had like red from the wing in it. It was really nice. Sold it last year at some point. I don't think it got, I think it got maybe like in the high teens USD. So Pinnacle lists a whole bunch of awesome Gretzky cards together, and that worked in his favor, I think. I think he got a bit more than he would have if he would have pieced them out like one a week sort of thing. But who knows? He gets $3,237 for this program of excellence. I love the player combo on this. Gretzky, Lemieux, and Yzerman. On-card autos, all three are still pristine autographs. And I like how all three players really kept their autograph in the autograph zone here. What a great looking card. $7,600 US. That's over 10,000 Canadian for this 2013 honorable numbers Wayne Gretzky, numbered out of 9. Now it is 9 of 9, which gives you the 99 for his jersey number. That's pretty cool. You got 4 9s on the card here between the patch windows and the serial number. Autograph is nice, but it's actually not his nicest autograph by Gretzky, but still it looks good in terms of the ink quality, the pressure points and all that. I was not expecting it to go for that much. So congratulations to Pinnacle for getting that much for it. DC Sports sells this 2019 dual enshrinements Lemieux Gretzky, PSA 9 on the card, 10 on the autos. Gorgeous card, by the way. Nice autographs for sure. Numbered 1 of 10, gets 3,700 USD. I do really like that card a lot. Miroslav Shatan. His last name is spelled Satan, S-A-T-A-N. He was a dynamic player when he was in the league. This is the first year of the Cup honorable numbers. Nice patches, 81 copies produced. Autograph still looks good, but not perfect. A tad faded, maybe just starting. 261 USD on that. And I mean, Satan is one of those kind of obscure players that I like to have a card or two of in my collection. I didn't bid or buy this card, but it was pretty cool. And then the last card that I did place bids on, but did not win, is this 1997 Pinnacle Totally Certified Mirror Gold Platinum Teemu Selanne, numbered out of 30 on the back. And this is one of those cards where I'm not a humongous fan of the way it looks. I know people love it. I'm in the minority. I know I am. I don't love the looks of it, but I do recognize its importance. And there's only 30 of them. And I'm a Selanne guy. I thought, you know what, I'm going to put in a bid. And I don't remember what I bid. I might have been the underbidder on this one. I probably bid, $11.50 or something like that. I bid $11.75 and I didn't win it. I bid it up a couple times, but I wasn't willing to go any higher. And I did not win the card, but it is a pretty sweet piece. Congrats to the owner. I may regret not buying that one down the road if the design and the look of these ends up growing on me, guys. All right, listen, that's the end of the list right there. We're up to date on these videos now. My eBay watch list ended items will be completely empty after I publish this episode and delete them off the watch list. We'll build up more for next time, guys. Thanks for tuning in. And remember, if you want to sell your cards on eBay and you want the pros to handle it at Slab Sharks, they will handle all inquiries, all returns. If they sell a card for you and it's returned 2 weeks later, they don't call that money back. They just eat it and sell the card on their own. They don't hassle you with that at all. If a card isn't paid for, they will relist it immediately. Auctions run Thursday to Thursday, guys, and we will help you get the word out on your cards. Reach out to me directly, jeremy@slabsharks.com. I will help you. I will be your point of contact, your rep, your new hobby best friend. Hey, why not? That hobby is all about the people and the relationships, yet, of course, also about the cards. Reach out to me, guys. Would love to work with you and help you move some cards into some money to spend on more cards. Thanks for tuning in, guys. And one more thing. Again, if you will be at the Dakota Show in Winnipeg this Saturday, February the 22nd, I will be there representing myself, Sports Cards Live, and taking consignments for Slab Sharks. Look forward to seeing you there, guys. Have a great rest of the weekend ahead. Thank you for watching.